Hey everyone, it's Pastor Leo here, and this is a great Eagles Super Bowl Sunday. The Eagles are going to win this week. We are going to see our first championship since 1960. I am confident of this, and I'm calling it. It is going to be Eagles 24, Patriots 17. That's my feeling right now. I think the Eagles have a great chance of winning, although the Patriots are a very good team, and it's going to be a very interesting game. This week got me thinking about team. We are speaking this week about being part of the church and what it means to be part of the church. You know, the church isn't something that you go to because they have the right things for you. It's really not biblical to go to church because they have a good children's ministry or a good youth ministry. Certainly those things are important. But the reason why you go to church is because God has called you to a body of believers to work with and to help those body of believers. In Hebrews chapter 10, verse 24, it says this, "And let us consider how we may spur one another on towards love and good deeds." The word that caught my mind there was the word spur. And that's the thing that's on the bottom of your boot for those of you who ride horses, and you kick the horse with it, and it hurts. And the Bible is actually telling us that sometimes we need to hurt each other a little bit. We need to push each other. Not push each other for our own selfish reasons, but to push each other because we are spurring one another on. So sometimes it's a little bit painful to be part of the church, and God designed it that way. I was thinking and I don't know the exact number, but for an NFL team to win the Super Bowl, you certainly need a good quarterback, right? So Nick Foles is the quarterback this week, and Carson Wentz got us through most of the year, and we're hoping and praying that Nick Foles can get us over the top. But imagine on that field if every other player on the offense just said, "Nick, you got this, and we're just going to go off to the bench." And Nick was facing a whole defense by himself. What would happen? Obviously, he would not be able to win the game, even if he was the best quarterback ever. Tom Brady wouldn't be able to do that. No one would be able to do that because it's really the team that brings the win. And it isn't just the 11 guys. It's actually 22 guys because there's 11 on each side and they're different players. But it isn't only that, but there's a 53-man roster on every football team. So there's backups and there's people that go in and out, different plays. There's a head coach. There's an offensive coordinator. There's a defensive coordinator. There's line coaches. There's quarterback coaches. There are running back coaches. And the list goes on and on and on. And even behind that, behind the scenes, there is the front office and all the people that work in the front office. There are conditioning people. There are training people. There's all this support staff that help a football team get over the finish line. So when the Eagles win the Super Bowl this week, it won't just be because of the guys that were playing. It will be because of the many, many people that helped out. And church is a lot like that. You know, you're really, really important. And it's really, the church misses something when you're not here. It's very important for all of us to be part of a body of believers, not just to say, well, I worship God in my own way, or I'm going to worship God at home, or I'm going to get and connect to God myself in some way. I hear this phrase often as a pastor. I hear people say, "I can't believe Christians act that way." And I got news for you. Christians act that way. The Church of Jesus Christ is full of imperfect people that really screw up. And you're going to get hurt being a part of church. So let me encourage you today, allow that to happen. Don't be afraid of it. If you're part of a church for any period of time, someone's going to hurt you. Someone's going to do something wrong. Someone's going to come at you some way. And they're going to do something that is genuinely wrong. And you're going to be offended by that. And you're going to have to deal with the offense. And that's part of being in a church, because we're not just a corporation. We're not just an organization. We're a family. So someone's going to hurt you. Now, if you've been part of our church for more than 10 years and you haven't been offended, let me tell you, you haven't been in church. You haven't been involved enough. And you just need to get more involved. I promise if you get involved, someone will offend you. We're not trying to do that. And we're not trying to offend you on purpose. But we know that it's going to happen because we're all people trying to grow in Jesus Christ. And some of us are less mature than others. So I just want to encourage you today that it's so important to be part of a team, to be part of a church. When you're not here, when you say, well, it doesn't really matter, then it's harder for us to win. It's harder for us together to make it. This isn't just about your own personal relationship with God, your own personal relationship with Jesus Christ. You are part of a greater body. And when you're not here and when you're not part of it, we suffer because of that. I just want to leave you with that. I want to spur you on. And maybe I caused you a little bit of pain by what I said, right? But that's what makes the horse go. Imagine the coaches on the football team. I laugh every time someone on the other team makes a mistake. And then they got to go and look at the Samsung Galaxy Pad. Do you know that part? That's like one of my favorite things to see. When the quarterback on the other team throws an interception, he has to go to the sideline and look at the Samsung Galaxy Pad and look at all the mistakes he made with a coach sitting there next to him saying, look at all the mistakes you made, and next time you got to learn from this. Now, as a body of believers, we don't keep a record of wrongs. We spur each other on and we encourage each other. But we also say, hey, that's a mistake you made. Don't make that again. Let me pray for you. Let me spur you on. Let me encourage you to go on. We have a service this Sunday at 10:30 a.m. And of course, the Super Bowl is going to be in the evening. We're going to be celebrating an Eagles victory, and we're really excited about that. But we want to encourage you to come this Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Let's worship God. Let's give God the first part of our day. You don't have to go tailgating. You don't have to go do other things. You could just come to church and spend some time with God and spend some time with the people of God. We're excited about what God is doing at First Assembly, and we can't do it without you. So I want to encourage you to come. God bless you, and go Eagles. And I'm going to do this one more thing just for you. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fight, Eagles, fight. Score touchdown. 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch those Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Eagles! Eagles! Yes, I do have a singing career in my future. God bless you.